I'll be right back. Sorry.
Man, as soon as we go live, that's when he decides to walk away.
Yeah.
That's Larry.
Some people are scared by the bright lights.
I don't think that's his problem. I think he wants to make an entrance.
Yeah, for whatever project he's doing.
Oh, here you go. He had to put the hat on. That must mean something. I noticed you stepped away to put the hat on. Any reason why?
Represent.
Represent.
That's all you
Represent
need to say.
DC, huh?
He's rapping.
Looks like a Wagsman's hat. But
I don't
anyway.
care what you say, Joe.
Wegman?
Are we rolling or what?
Or
Yeah,
like a,
we've been rolling. Okay.
Give
or
me
like a
one
Walgreens hat, even.
Yeah, Walgreens. There you go.
I'm repping Walgreens, son.
I want my discount. I don't want a long receipt. I just want a discount.
I gotta
Alright.
I gotta get a CVS hat and battle you right now.
Alright, let me,
All right. Okay.
hold on. Let me. Okay. Sorry. I was just updating my Facebook status about how I'm recording outside.
That's very important.
Okay. I hope you shared it out with the rest of the agents at home.
I
too.
did. I tagged you guys. I didn't tag Malik though, because he's in Bermuda, so he's already outside.
True. All right. Let's get this thing started.
Sorry, you guys.
I have no idea what this podcast is about.
Oh my God.
See, now if I
Whatever.
had showed up to his with that kind of attitude, you'd have been whining.
I was busy updating the stupid.
No, I will say though, I did learn a lot about like what beer is. That was actually pretty cool. So
Oh, nice. Glad you
yeah,
liked it.
yeah, it was good stuff.
Yeah, Sean thought it was informative too.
Good.
Now, if only people would actually listen to it, that'd be great.
It's gonna happen, Lorenzo. It's gonna happen. All right.
All right.
Okay. All right. Welcome to episode number 30 of the Agents. Excuse me, number 31 of the Agents of Helm. Let me start over again now. Now I got the giggles. Okay. I got the giggles. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Agents of Helm. This is episode 31, the summer show. This episode, we're going to talk about the summer and what we like about it, what we hate about it. Summer movies, present, past. Let's introduce the agents. We have Johanna. Say hello.
Hello.
Lorenzo.
Hey, Joe.
Hey. And sitting in for Malik this week is Agent Jackson himself of Operation Cubicle. Sharif, say what's up.
What's going on, people? I tried to get like a Malik like rubber mask or something, but it didn't work. So.
Oh,
You
he's
can
gonna,
actually buy those all green.
you gonna go Mission Impossible on us?
Yeah, exactly. I wanted the mask and just rip it off.
Rip it off?
Yeah, but it didn't happen. I apologize.
Next time.
You could have just done a face-off.
Yeah.
Just show his face on
Oh,
your
I
face.
actually surgically got his face. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
There you go.
It'll work out. He doesn't need a
Switch
face.
faces. You'd have to shave your head though, Sharif.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I'd have to like push my hairline back a little bit.
you tape down your magical hair.
Yes.
Having too much fun at the Malik's expense.
Nothing like slandering people that can't defend themselves. That's always
Because they're in Bermuda, so I think that we can slander all we want. I'm not on a beach.
Okay. All right, so let's start off the conversation. It wouldn't be the Agents of Helm if we didn't start with movies, or at least it wouldn't be me if I didn't start out with movies. Okay? All right, so some of this far I don't know. I know Lorenzo's been to the movies quite a bit. Johanna, you've been a little bit. Sharif, I'm not sure about you. I don't know if you're a big moviegoer or not.
Yeah.
But so far this summer, you guys disappointed with the movies so far? Are you enjoying them? What's up? What are your top movies so far? We'll start off with Johanna?
Okay, so
I already
was
know the
tell-
answer, by the way, but go ahead.
I was telling Lorenzo about this earlier. The fact that thanks to Agents of Helm, I have watched more movies in the last 3 months than I did in the last 3 years in a
You're
theater. I
welcome.
mean,
You're welcome.
no,
Nice.
I'm very happy. I feel very current. I would have to say I'll go in reverse order. Top three. Oh gosh, I don't even think I have top three. It's really two. Is it two? Yes, it's only two. There are only two movies that I really like this summer. The second one is X-Men: Days of Future Past, but it is like a far, far, far second to my top, which is Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I love that film so much. In fact, I love it so much that I keep trying to force my husband out the door to go see it. I'm like, no, really. I'm like, you have a hall pass. Go watch it.
Go.
Johanna, I think we could make this movie even better for you if we made it Masters of Planet of the Apes sex. I
Ew.
think that,
Oh my God, why?
I mean, as long as they
I don't
actually
know,
have sex.
because I know the two things that you really like.
And you would make me watch it too, and you'd make me describe the ape-human sex, and it would be absolutely disgusting.
And then we would put 70s porn music to that description, so it would be great.
I don't think that it would work out that well, unless it was like the last episode of Masters where they didn't have any sex. So that would work out.
No, it would not. Wait, let's move on. Lorenzo, what you got?
What came out? Let's see. Amazing Spider-Man 2. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
The one with the dragons where they fly around and have dragon wars. That was
How to
pretty
Train Your
epic.
Dragon?
And the final one is definitely, I'm going to agree with Johanna on this one, Planet of the Apes. I really enjoyed that one as well. I had a problem with some of the characters in Planet of the Apes, namely all the humans. But other than that, I thought it was a great movie. I was telling Johanna, like she said, we were talking about it, and I would have liked for Planet of the Apes to just been completely about the apes hunting deer. Like I could have just watched that for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Apes hunting humans? Is
What?
that what you said? Did you say apes hunting humans?
No,
No,
just
deer.
animals.
Oh, dear. Okay.
I'd rather see them actually hunting bears, just like
Yeah,
stabbing them
hunting bears,
back
hunting
of the
deers,
brain.
hunting snakes.
Hunting walruses.
Humans coming in, and then they could hunt the humans. Every once in a while, like, yeah. For me, what ruined that movie was just humans.
Humans.
I wanted the humans to
It's
go
like how
down.
they ruin everything.
So, Lorenzo, what was the second movie? Was it How to Train Your Dragon 2?
Are we doing? Oh, like I didn't really say them in order. I don't think.
I mean, just what was the second movie you
I mentioned How to Train Your Dragon 2. I enjoyed
Okay.
that one. I liked the dark turn that it took, and I like seeing dragons fight.
Yeah, I thought for sure you were gonna go 22 Jump Street somewhere in there, but
22 Jump Street was really funny. Okay,
I know you enjoyed it, so I thought it was gonna be in there.
it was pretty funny. I'm gonna go back on what I just said. It was okay. It was really okay.
All right.
Godzilla.
Straight.
Did you see Godzilla, Joe?
Yes, I did. Unfortunately, I can't take those 2 hours back.
I wanted to see it.
I can't take. I only ask when they make a Godzilla movie that, I don't know, they show Godzilla. I mean, that's what you kind of hope for.
Are you sure you didn't go see Cloverfield and just got confused?
Cloverfield was better than Godzilla, in my opinion. Some people may
yeah.
disagree with me, but Cloverfield, at least you knew what you were getting in that movie. Godzilla, you name a movie Godzilla, yeah, I want to see Godzilla like half the movie,
Yeah.
not like 15 to 20 minutes. And I hate that in Godzilla they did the that whole anticipation thing. Like when Godzilla shows up to put the smackdown on some of these monsters, they like fade to black and go to another scene, and then you watch it in the background on TV or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sharif, did you see Godzilla?
I did.
Yeah.
And I didn't think it was a bad movie, but I agree that they should have had more Godzilla in it. And I hated the male lead.
Oh, Kick-Ass?
He was just like generic white dude, bro, angsty guy. I mean, I went in saying, cool, like Bryan Cranston's gonna be
Yeah, he was in
leading
it.
his movie, and
He was in it as long as Steven Seagal was in Executive Decision.
yeah, yeah. So it was a waste of him and of Watanabe also. I thought
Yeah.
of Ken Watanabe. He just existed just to say cliche things about Godzilla. Godzilla will come and save us all. like all he said was like these like cryptic messages. I was like, he's a great actor. Like he should get more than that. So, yeah, no weird.
So what are your top 3 so far this summer?
I'll put Dawn of the Planet of the Apes up there, even though I don't think I liked it as much as you guys did. I didn't think the movie needed guns. I didn't think the apes needed to have assault
How
rifles.
the hell do they know how to use guns?
Yeah,
They're
that's
just smart.
that's what
They're
pissed
not
me
that
off.
smart.
That's what pissed me off was that first of all, Koba is able to snipe Caesar from like, and then just convince everyone like human hat, human weapon. I don't know. I thought guns I kind of lost focus of the movie, and I understand it's not a realistic movie, but all these apes shooting one-handed assault rifles, like marching down the street, like
Yeah, and
like a Cobra in a tank with 2 assault rifles. Like, I'm
which
just like,
was one of my favorite scenes, but totally unrealistic.
well,
Yeah, they were
it's,
like holding them
no,
on the side.
the tank scene was, I like that. That was kind of realistic. He jumped in the tank, and then the thing they did with the camera spinning around as the turret
Yeah.
like went around, and then he crashes into the wall. They got lucky, but that was fine. But the rest of that whole battle scene, man. Okay, so what they should have done is they should have stolen all the weapons, gone back, and killed everybody that was around the weapons, and then gone back into the forest, let the humans come, and then ambush them on the bridge, kill a bunch of them, and then retreat back. And hello, they're gorillas. They should be fighting guerrilla warfare style.
Exactly. I thought they were going to destroy the guns and then fight them like.
No,
without
they
the
should
guns.
shoot them with the guns. Like
Well-
I got irritated at Caesar because he kept throwing guns in the water. I'm like, haven't you learned your lesson by now? You're gonna need guns.
Yeah, I would say in terms of disappointments, though, I was really, really disappointed by Days of Future Past.
Really?
I really did not enjoy that movie at all.
Are you a big comic X-Men fan? Or
A while ago. I haven't read it in a while, but I'm familiar with the storyline from the comics.
right?
And whatever. I knew whatever. Like I know it's not Kitty Pryde going to the past. I could get over
Right.
that. It was just more just the. I just don't think Bryan Singer should have this movie series anymore.
Hmm.
He did a better job than Brett Ratner. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
That seems to be an unfair comparison.
Yeah, I know, but
I think I might have gotten in this movie with too high of a bar because I really enjoyed First Class a lot. I thought First Class was like the kind of movie I would recommend to people that aren't comic book fans. I would say this is just a good movie. And this movie, to me, was along probably the level of X-Men 1 or 2.
really,
Yeah. I didn't think it was a bad movie, but it was so far below First Class that I was very disappointed.
I mean, I liked X2, even though I thought the first 2 X-Men had really nothing to do with the comics. I mean, they just totally twisted it and took a lot of liberties with it. But I did enjoy X2. I hated the first X-Men.
I think
Hated it.
I'm pretty sure I fell asleep during this movie. Are you guys
Which movie?
during X-Men Future whatever?
yeah,
I think you did, yes.
yeah,
I fell asleep.
I mean, I thought it had very interesting ideas. I just thought it wasn't executed that well. But I'm excited to see Lucy. I kind of want to see what this movie's about.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I've never read Guardians of the Galaxy, the comic book, but the more trailers I see, the more interested I get in it. So that's also something I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I think those are where, like, so far, I have not been impressed with this summer at all. Um, I mean, outside of Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and I did like X-Men: Days of Future Past. Um, I couldn't stand Amazing Spider-Man 2. Lorenzo and I differed there. I couldn't stand Transformers. Really, I haven't seen Godzilla. I just told you how I felt about that. I just didn't. I don't feel like a lot of big name movies out there, but not big results. I didn't. I didn't. There hasn't been anything out there that I really liked outside of Dawn and X-Men. So, as you alluded to, Sharif, this weekend we have a slew of movies coming out. We have Hercules and Lucy coming out. I do want to see both of those, but I do want to see Lucy more. My wife wants to see Hercules more than I do, obviously, because The Rock is in it.
Yeah.
The Fluffy movie comes out this weekend as well.
What's
I want
that?
to see
So I
that.
do want to see that.
What does that mean?
Gabriel Iglesias, the
I
comedian.
explained this
Constantly.
to you.
Oh yeah, like I instantly forget about that movie every time.
What does that mean?
Every time, like
Yeah, I know.
I pass by the poster every time I go to the movies, and I just instantly forget about
Just
it.
forget
I
him?
care so little about him.
We had the exact same conversation
I
yesterday.
know, and I even forgot the
You already
conversation.
forgot it.
Hey,
That's how
has
little interest I have in that movie.
has anybody seen that Earth to Echo movie?
Don't. Why'd you have to bring that up, Sharif? Why? Why did you have to bring it up?
Why do you have to bring
Well,
up old
I wanted to
shit?
bring. I
I
wanted
had
to
a
bring.
bad experience with that movie.
Okay.
What happened?
No bad. I'm joking, but no, I took my daughter to see it. Right, my wife and my daughter. We went to go see it. July 4th weekend. I said, my daughter claims I forced her to see it, but I pretty much did. I said, you're gonna like this movie. It's like it's your ET.
Yeah.
I take her to see it. She refuses. She takes a stand and does not want to see it. So she sits in the movie and puts her jacket over her face the entire 90 minutes.
Awesome.
The entire 90 minutes. I mean, I had to applaud her taking the stand. I mean, I liked it, but at the same time, if I could have smacked her upside the head in the theater, I would have.
Yeah. And like I feel like
and on top
I
of
feel
that,
like
the
ET
movie
is a
was just
hard thing to
bad.
compare yourself to. Mm.
Yeah.
But she was right.
So
She
it,
did
wa-
stand, and she
it
was right.
was not as good as E.T. This
You're breaking up. It sounds like you're breaking up,
to
Joe.
echo.
Yeah, you're breaking up. I
Anything,
think
but
Yeah,
Echo is
very
taking you.
slow. Oh,
yeah. Can you hear me? How's my sound now?
You keep coming in and out.
Coming in and
Better.
out. How about now? See,
the
now I'm gonna have
audio is not syncing with the video. Am I the only one who's seeing that?
yeah, well that's fine, but
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Try to change the bandwidth usage down.
I
Let
can
me
hear you now.
see.
I'm not looking at you though.
Let
Yeah,
me.
or like.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
How do I sound?
Yep. You sound fine.
Yes.
Sound
Hold on, but I can't see
good?
you. At least put it on like the lowest setting.
Up you do-
Okay, cool. I know.
Oh no.
No, you're
Oh.
fading out again, Joe.
All right, well, I'm gonna have to cut all this out. All right. Hello? Hello?
You're still fading in and out.
Yeah.
You're
What
still
is
fading
going
in
on?
and out.
Hello? Can you hear me?
You're fading in and out.
All right. Let me
Maybe you need to
see.
drop out and call back.
Wait,
If
does
you're-
that?
Yeah, that's
Oh
what I was
wait,
gonna
if you
ask.
drop
Can you hear
out,
me?
then we all lose it because he's the.
Because you're hosting
Yeah, can
the
you hear me?
live hangout, yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
How do I sound?
Yes.
Do
you
I sound good?
fine. Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. How you guys think so?
Can you hear me? Lorenzo, Sharif?
Yes, yes, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
just can you put like the lowest setting on your video though?
I turned off the video altogether.
I know. Can you put it on the lowest setting instead?
Well, I can't see any of you.
I know. Can you put your video on the
This
lowest
is for
setting?
Lorenzo's
So,
special
like,
thing.
Like
when it
Lorenzo
says-
wants to see you. He wants to see your beautiful face.
So on the bandwidth, don't put it so where you're not visible. Just put it so that we can see you. So I guess it's the second lowest setting.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's the second or third lowest. It's one of those.
There.
There.
I can see you. Can we hear you though? Joe, talk.
Hold on, I'm moving it over. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Oh my God.
Good.
It's gonna be the master
Now I gotta
edit
edit this
job
like 10
for this
minutes
audio.
out or
I
whatever.
told you I'm gonna do it. Don't worry about it. I got it.
All right. I'll think about that, Lorenzo, because this is my show. I may want to do something. But anyway. All right, where was I? Earth to
It's gonna go
Echo.
up tonight. What are you gonna do about it? Stop me. I'm not gonna get it out till like Sunday morning or Monday morning.
Sunday night. Anyway, Earth to Echo, that little robot thing just messed up my audio probably. Okay.
Just
Anyway,
talking
what-
about Earth to Echo screwed you
Yeah,
up.
yeah, Earth to Echo just really takes me there. Anyway, it was like a mix of the Goonies and E.T. And
Sounds good.
Yeah, it actually sounds
it
awesome.
sounds good. It sounds good
In theory.
in theory, but it was not. So because it lacked the humor of the Goonies. The Goonies was funny and it was adventurous. This was not funny. It tried to be adventurous and it had no levity to it. It was like serious, a little serious. There wasn't enough humor in between. You had humor in E.T. in between there. You had no kind of humor in this Earth to Echo, and it's just the little robot looking for pieces to his spaceship. So it was pretty boring. I was waiting for something to happen, and now that new trend of shooting your own video, like shooting your own movie, give it that feel like you're doing a home movie.
Yeah.
So in order to cover that up, the kid had like 3 or 4 cameras with him, so he could capture like every angle. He had the bike. They were on bikes the whole time, pretty much half the movie they were on bikes, and he had like 3 cameras. Like cameras hooked up to the bike, camera that he carried, and another camera somewhere else. It was not good. I went in with high expectations, and I thought Super 8 was better than Earth to Echo. I don't know if you saw Super 8.
Yeah.
I thought that was better than Earth to Echo.
Yeah, I see what you're saying because it does. From what I've seen of the movie, it does remind me of Super 8, and I like what they did with it. And I was worried about this movie because in the trailer it does look like they depend a lot on. It's one of those movies where supposedly it's like found footage of like home videos or whatever that the kids are shooting
Yeah, but
themselves.
it wasn't found footage. They just
They edited it together and made their own movie.
yeah, that's what it looked. I mean, that's what it was. Like, the kid
Yeah.
he ends up making the movie, whatever. But it wasn't good. I wait for it to come on Fox or something.
Well,
So
they
you
only
can,
spent
commercial
like 40.
breaks.
They only spent like $40 million on it, and so maybe that has something to do with that.
Yeah, but you expect something better from Steven Spielberg or whatever.
Yeah,
But
I don't know why he only spent $40 million on it. Is what I guess my point is. Like on that's probably what he spent on E.T. back when E.T. came out.
yeah,
Like 30 years ago. Yeah.
and it still holds up today.
Oh yeah, it definitely does.
I can't watch that remastered version of E.T. where they switch out the guns for walkie-talkies or whatever. It's
Why do
ridiculous.
people do that? Why do
'Cause-
directors do that?
Because times change, and they didn't want to like offend people with them carrying guns.
Yeah, with them using guns
I don't know.
against kids or whatever.
I'm not going to sit here and defend that kind of behavior because I do not believe in it.
Yeah, it's kind
Yeah.
of ridiculous.
But
Whoa.
we do have. Where's that coming from? Okay.
That's me, Sarah.
Oh.
Here, I'll close my window. It's just so friggin' hot.
well, we do have Guardians of the Galaxy coming out August 1st, and we have that Storm movie coming out August 8th, Into the Storm,
Oh yeah.
and
But that's Twister.
Which is like
yeah,
Twister.
it's Twister's like an
exactly
updated
like
Twister.
Is
Um,
it Twister? I thought I was like, is this a remake of Twister? When I
That's what
saw
Yeah.
it looked like. If they would have broke out Dorothy, those freaking little robots that go into the storm,
yeah,
like, are
yeah,
you kidding
exactly.
me?
It's a bunch of assholes chasing a storm.
Yeah,
Next.
but now this movie is all about the storm. I don't think it's about the chasers. It's the tornado breaks into 3 tornadoes or something like that. I don't know. I don't know.
it's like Perfect Storm.
I think
Yeah.
there might be. I think there might be
Twister.
sharks in the tornado.
like
Yes.
Sharknado.
I'd be surprised.
That would be better.
Actually, I can't. Actually, you bring it up, but I can't wait to see Sharknado 2 next week.
I can't either, man.
It
Is
was
that
like
like
the
on- that's on
best, it was the
TV?
best, worst
Yes,
movie I've
on
ever
TV.
seen in my life. I
yeah,
couldn't
that.
stop laughing that entire movie.
Yeah,
I don't
that was-
understand. Like, can't you just go inside, or it just doesn't work
Dude,
like that?
you need to see it, man. These sharks.
No,
will
I
smash
did see
people.
it, and I immediately
Everything.
forgot about it.
It was
Remember
hilarious.
there's a scene where like the room is flooded, and so they're trying to get up the stairs, but they can't because there's a shark in the water. I didn't understand it.
What killed me was the camera shots, like the footage of underwater. So like this, so like when the in the bus scene where the water was like up to the wheel, and then they go like an underwater shot, and you see it looks like they're in the freaking ocean, and the sharks are swimming around. I'm like, how the hell are they swimming around in 2 feet of water?
I
These
just
things are huge.
I just love the fact that these sharks are being tossed around in the air, can't breathe. Like, in their first instinct is just to chop the shit out of anyone near them. It's
But
just
they're
hilarious to me.
they can breathe because they're not fish. They're mammals, right?
Dude, they're being like,
Oh, dude,
They have gills,
dude,
right?
they are fish.
They have gills.
they're fish, and they're like super high in the thin ass air. Like, like I don't mean to do a scientific breakdown of Sharknado, but
I think that should be your next Science
But,
Looks Good article.
oh, about Sharknado.
Yeah.
Yeah, breaking down Sharknado.
I might have
Science
a
of
lot.
Sharknado.
I'll have a lot of people like angry at me. Party people. What's wrong with you?
That could really happen, man. That could happen.
Yeah. Well, no. I think the next one is like in New York, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, it takes place in New
Oh
York.
my goodness. Higher
Thank God Ian
budget.
Zierling is visiting New York at the time, so he could save us.
So, I
From
mean, like, what is the
We've already
threat? Like, why
Huh?
can't I just go into my apartment and wait for Sharknado to like kind of
because you're not safe anywhere. Because if they fall through your window, they'll eat you.
They can't, like, if I closed all my doors, they can't open a door, can they?
Dude.
No, but they once the water gets high enough, they could bust through your door.
Yeah.
I live on the second story. The water doesn't come up this high.
Yes, it does. What are you talking about?
No, it
I mean-
doesn't.
Hey, that's what the people in Sharknado thought when the shark came busted through the window.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, the girl fell out of a helicopter and she got eaten by a shark in the air.
Right. I forgot about that. That was amazing, and she survived.
Yeah, dude, I think that movie, if it wasn't for the ending of Sharknado, I don't think anybody would be talking about it. That ending was like,
Dude,
was incredible.
Ian Ziering cut her out of a shark. I mean,
Yeah.
that was incredible.
I don't think I made it to the end.
902.
that was the best part. The end was.
Maybe I swear I saw that whole movie.
I know
And
I
I don't
did,
remember
but
anything about it except like how bad the special effects were.
Well, you'll need to watch it again so you can be ready for Sharknado 2 next
yeah,
week.
I'm sure I need to get like all like filled
Yeah, you
back.
need-
in, 'cause
you need
the
to be
plot
caught
is
up.
so
be
intricate.
prepared.
Yeah.
It's like watching episode 4 of Star Wars without watching the first 3. That's what it's
Yeah.
like.
That's
Wait, what? It's not like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was waiting for
Exactly.
somebody to catch that.
I was like, you mean the fourth chronological?
I'm
Or
like,
Oh,
is he
the-
misnaming
the-
the Star Wars?
or the Phantom Menace? What's that?
Was it like the hot girl like missing a leg or something? No, she had like scars on her leg, right?
Oh, I don't even
Yeah, she had
know.
a scar. She had a shark bite on her leg. That's why she hated sharks.
That's a good reason.
I love how in depth they went into her character.
Yeah.
When I was a little kid, I got bit by a shark, and now I just really hate sharks. I really, really hate them. I'm like, are you serious? uh, but anyway, it looks like this summer hopefully can be saved with Guardians of the Galaxy, and let's hope Luc Besson did something. I hope I pronounced his last name correctly, but I hope he did. I hope Lucy is really successful.
Oh, he did Lucy?
Yes.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome then.
I
don't.
hope so.
Hasn't he done like a bunch of crappy movies recently?
Oh,
like,
no.
okay, so
he's done a few.
He did one of my best. He did one of my favorite movies. Like one of my top 10 probably favorite movies is The Professional, and
Yes.
he did that one. And I'm pretty sure he did Leon too, right? Leon the Professional.
That is The Professional.
Yeah.
But the French
It's the
version.
same movie.
Oh,
French
the
version.
French version too.
But
The
he
French
also did
version,
the
Joe.
Transporter. He also did the
Acknowledge me.
Transporter.
Oh, he did do the Transporter.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was still doing stuff.
I think he did the Fifth Element. Right?
Oh,
Yes.
he did. Yes, he
Yes.
did the Fifth Element.
Yeah.
That's
he-
one of my favorite films.
So I'm definitely looking forward to Lucy coming out. And right this very moment, I am looking at an image from the internet of a shark attacking a man on what looks to be a Q train.
Dude,
Oh man.
you know that. You know.
It's coming to Brooklyn, Lorenzo. You better.
How the fuck did the shark get on the Q train?
Well, it could be the Q in like Manhattan. You never know. Yeah.
Dude, look what happened when we had
Yeah.
Sandy, man. That place got flooded. Imagine a Sharknado comes, man. Dude, that place is gonna get. The tunnels are gonna get
Yeah.
flooded with sharks.
Yeah,
You know who I
dude,
feel bad for? The rats. The rats got to deal with that, man. The
I
rats in
guarantee-
the subway.
I guarantee that there's going to be a shark going through that all glass Apple store on Fifth Avenue.
I don't think they're gonna get the rights to show the Apple Store.
Just going to smash it.
They have a higher budget now. Sky's the limit.
You know,
Smash it up.
it's going to be sharks in Williamsburg consuming hipsters.
That would be awesome.
It's going to be awesome.
I liked Sharknado before it was cool.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny, Johanna. That was a good one.
It's going to happen.
Thanks.
All right, so looks like we got Lucy, got Guardians of the Galaxy, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I actually do want to see that.
Me too.
No,
I
man.
admit it.
I'm good. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see it.
It's gonna suck, Joe. It's gonna suck.
It probably
you know that.
will suck. It probably will suck.
Did you hear?
It's got Megan Fox in it, so it probably will suck. But
Well, they released the first single off the soundtrack, which is like a rap song.
is it Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go?
Vanilla
it's
Ice.
Vanilla Ice
Please
and
say
anything
Vanilla
to do
Ice.
with-
Oh no, this is like a hardcore
Oh,
like gangster rap song called Shell Shocked.
Oh.
Where they're rapping about like I got your back like a turtle shell, and all kind of stuff like that. It's Juicy J from
Oh my god.
from 3
Mafia.
6 Mafia,
3-6 Mafia.
Wiz Khalifa,
Oh.
and Ty Dolla $ign, and they're
I-
combining the language of the streets with the Turtles.
Oh my god.
man.
It's really bad. I prefer like the cheesy songs that they made when like they were on tour with those guitars. They were like making songs about like pizza power and of course like the Vanilla Ice shit. Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm not sold on these Bay Turtles. Nah.
You know there's gonna be lots of explosions.
Hold on, they're in San Francisco?
I have no fucking. I don't know.
What? It's supposed to be in New York.
I mean, they have to be in New York. There's
They're
like-
a New York
Did
institution.
you say
like,
bay?
that's the whole point
What's a
of it.
bay turtle?
Oh,
Oh, Michael Bay.
Oh.
I mean, like a Bay Area turtle.
The turtles attack Alcatraz.
That would just be. I would not see the movie if they
Oh,
were.
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
It wouldn't
The
work.
turtles would pair up with the apes
There you go.
Oh,
They
yeah.
would wander
and
into the
destroy
forest
all
by
of
accident.
humanity.
Oakland Turtles.
Yeah, I don't think smart chimps could beat Ninja Turtles. That's a discussion for another day, though.
Yes.
Watch out for Maurice, man. Watch out for Maurice. I think Maurice got some ninja skills.
I think he does its secret stealth ninja skills.
Yeah.
You said it's a conversation for another day. I think we need to have that conversation right now, actually.
Yeah,
If you want to dive into the Ninja Turtle versus
versus
humanity
apes, man.
conversation, I think what are the Ninja Turtle names again? Is it Michelangelo,
Leonardo,
Leonardo?
Donatello, and
And
Raphael.
Raphael.
Yeah, you just ran those right off, man. Okay. Anyway, I think they could take on pretty much most of the apes. They got swords, they got sais, they got nunchucks, they got shells.
Was it just me? Okay, like how did they? Okay, so where did these apes come from? Like,
Where do they come from?
They came from the zoos and from the
how many
laboratories.
freaking
were
zoos
drugged.
are there in San Francisco? There was like
They
there
came
was
from
like
the zoo.
1,000 apes.
And they were
Lorenzo.
being experimented on at that place.
There were like
Lorenzo.
a thousand apes.
Like they were testing like the Alzheimer drug on apes, man.
Yeah.
Are there 1,000 apes in
Lorenzo.
in San Francisco? What?
Lorenzo, let me explain it to you.
Please.
When a
It's a movie.
male ape meets a female ape and they fall in love, they have babies. And
Right.
then
The
they keep
74
having
So that was my
babies,
other question. What is it?
constant babies.
But that was my question. Like, what? No, they don't, because they are very similar to humans in the way they procreate. So like, they do not have a bunch. They don't have a litter. They have like
They
she
have
had one kid.
They have
And
one
so
at a time, but
Caesar
they're
had-
all having babies.
Caesar only had 2 kids.
Yeah, but it's been like
And the
10
rest
years.
of them too.
Yeah, and it's
10
only
years.
been 10 years. And so his son, are you telling me that his son was like 10 years old?
Probably they were getting ape busy,
I don't
man.
know how. Well, my
Well,
point is, I don't know
it's
how
ape
like
years.
I don't know
Ape
how
years.
ape years work, but
Yeah.
I assume that they're pretty close to human years, and he seemed older than 10 to me.
No, it's ape years because when
What's an
When
ape
Ce-
year, Johanna?
when
Break it down.
Oh my
What
god.
the hell's an ape year?
Ape years equal to 1.7 human years.
Look, remember in the first movie when Caesar was like 8, he was like a teenager when he was 8. Do you know what I mean? Like he was definitely not an 8-year-old like a human
Yeah.
8-year-old. Like he was like a teenager. He was sulking. He's like, "Argh." And that's kind of the way Blue Eyes acts too. So if we say that Blue Eyes is 8, then Caesar had him in year 2 of the plague, or Caesar's wife,
Right.
Caesar's partner.
So,
Yeah.
I'm just
So-
saying, like,
so
how many
they
apes are
become
there in San
mature to-
Francisco area?
Like, you just totally ignored everything I just said.
No, I heard you. I'm just, but there's like a pool that you got to start with, and 10 years is not that long. Like, if that movie was accurate, then I don't think there should be any like any apes that are in danger of extinction, because they seem to do pretty good as far as.
Well, they had no natural predators.
Yeah. And they had like the ape no kill ape commandments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't kill each other.
No kill ape.
Ape no kill ape.
You know ape.
Dude, I was saying that for like a good week after I saw that movie. I was like calling up. I would just like call up friends like ape no kill ape and just hang up. It was so hilarious. Oh gosh. Humans. Oh god, that was so funny.
See, but yeah, see, the apes had Shredder.
How are the apes gonna have Shredder? Come on, Joe.
They can't have Shredder. Just saying.
It's called Joe. It's called the foot, and apes don't even have feet.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
What the
They got like double hands.
Double hands.
fuck?
Just because they can grab stuff with their feet doesn't make it double
Yes,
handed.
it does. If you can grab some with your feet, Joe, then you got double hands.
That's a new term now.
Double hands.
That's a new term. You need
Double hands.
you need to call one of those what's the scientists that study apes or whatever?
Primatologist.
Semiologist.
You need to call the Primatology Institute and say we need to change this from foot to double hands.
Oh, I got a question for you guys. So after
jeez.
watching that movie, Planet of the Apes, I was just like, damn, it would really be cool to have feet on, to have hands on my feet. Now,
You mean double hands?
if you could get double hands, guys, would you trade your feet in for hands?
No.
Like
No.
they would work just like feet. Like they would be just as good as feet, but you'd be able to grab shit with them.
So you'd be like Beast then, basically, from X-Men.
Exactly. You'd be like Beast.
No, but you would look like yourself. You would just have hands for feet.
So your feet would be normally large. I mean, they would be very wide.
Yeah, how would you look like yourself if you have double hands?
No. Because like from the ankles up, you would look like yourself, but then from the ankles down, you got double hands. Would you do it? I would think about it.
No, I wouldn't.
My problem is that I take Aikido, so I'm barefoot in front of people a lot, and I kind of feel like my Aikido dojo would get a little freaked out when I was.
But then your kicks wouldn't be kicks; they'd be like more like smacks.
Aikido,
right?
there's no kicks.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
all
Oh,
like,
that's right. That's right.
grabs. I'd be unstoppable, actually. If I had.
You'd be grabbing from the top and the bottom.
Did you see the way Caesar fucked up Koba? Grabbed him by his legs. I mean, that was why Caesar was because he was smarter than him. So like, there's a scene where Koba pushes him, and then his response is he goes back. But as he goes back, he grabs Koba's feet by his hands, his double hands. He grabs them, and then he flips Koba over and sends Koba like flying through the air.
Yeah, it was a pretty good action scene. I thought
Yeah,
it
it was.
That scene.
was very
That's
well
why it's
done.
been rated so far the best movie this summer.
Yeah.
Until August
pretty
1st,
good.
I believe, when Guardians of the Galaxy will take over.
It's pretty good.
But all right, moving on.
Yes.
So far, like I told you before, I'm disappointed with this summer. So I went back 10 years, 20 years. I went to see what movies came out those summers, and in conclusion, I've come up that the summer of '94 and the summer of 2004 were much better. You have Forrest Gump, Speed, True Lies in the summer of '94. You have iRobot, Spider-Man 2, which I'm sure Lorenzo loved. Shrek 2 and Harry Potter, Prisoner of Azkaban, came out in 2004. So, I mean, so far we haven't had anything like that this summer. So, and I love True Lies. It's probably like, outside of the Terminators, that's probably my favorite
Whoa.
Arnold movie.
That movie did not do well as far as
What movie didn't do well?
True Lies.
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't look up the gross numbers.
But did you just
But-
compare True Lies to Terminator?
Yeah, I don't think
Compare it.
wow.
that is an
I said
acceptable
outside of the Terminator.
That is not
That is
acceptable.
my favorite
No.
Arnold movie. One of my
Wow.
favorite Arnold movies.
What?
Wow.
What about,
even
what?
more than
What about Predator?
More than
What about Predator?
What?
Predator?
You're
I
gonna
like
put True
Predator.
Lies. You're gonna put True
Don't get me-
Lies
don't get
above
me wrong.
Predator?
Let me tell you something. I love
Wow.
Arnold movies from the 80s to the early 90s. I
You're
love
gonna
them all.
put True Lies above Twins?
I'm gonna stop this right now. Now you're getting ridiculous.
I would put Twins.
Kimbo.
I would put. Oh, I love kindergarten.
It's not a tool. You'd put
It's
it
not
above,
a tool.
about Kindergarten Cop. You put.
Yes.
You would put True Lies
You
above
didn't tell me True
Kindergarten Cop.
Lies was it better than Kindergarten Cop. Then you
I mean,
lost something.
What about that one with Jim Belushi, where he's a Russian?
oh my God.
Red Heat? Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
The only
Red-
only
Last
other
Action
movie
Hero?
that I might even consider.
What?
would be
Commando? I thought you loved
Would be-
Commando, Joe.
I do love Commando.
You're gonna
It's
put
the
True
movie-
Lies above
It's the
Commando?
movie I've seen the most. The Arnold movie I've seen the most is Commando.
I thought Conan was pretty good as well.
Oh,
Conan
yeah,
was good.
Conan.
It was good, but he spoke like maybe, I don't know, 10 times in that movie.
That's
Maybe-
what made it good, Joe.
No, I did think True Lies was good. It was good that he thought his wife setting her up or whatever.
But how are you gonna put it
But-
above Predator? I don't even understand what you're saying,
Yeah,
Joe.
that
I
is
was,
true.
I'm
It
going to be
makes
honest
sense.
with you. When I first saw Predator, I did not like it.
What are you?
God.
What are you saying?
It's
Who
people
are
in
you?
the jungle.
I
Bring
saw it.
Joe. Bring Joe back.
Okay, and let me tell you, I can say this. I'm sure none of you guys did this. I was there opening night to see Predator. Okay? I was actually in the theater. I went to see it opening night, and I can tell you, I walked out of that theater and I was not happy. Especially after the ending where like a nuclear bomb goes off and Arnold's just standing there against a tree waiting for the helicopter to come get him. I was like, are you kidding me? There's like a nuclear explosion, and he's just standing there. All the trees are gone, but Arnold's there.
Get
So,
your Machado.
so
No,
but then I watched it again, and then I really got to like it, and now like I love Predator.
Wait, son.
But you still like True Lies better.
Yeah, I just still like True Lies better.
What about
insane.
Total Recall?
Love Total Recall.
Oh, I forgot.
I have a story about Total Recall, Sharif. You shouldn't have brought it up, but now I'm going to tell it. Okay. So I go to see Total Recall opening night in 1990 when it came out. I was there, and I went to see it. I don't know how familiar you got. Well, Johanna, Sharif, maybe you've heard of it. There's a theater in the Bronx called the White Star Multiplex.
Yeah, I've
I
heard.
went to see it. I went to see it there. It's no longer in existence, but I went to see it there opening night. And I don't know if you remember the scene where Arnold has the psychiatrist or the doctor there, and he's trying to convince Arnold that it's a dream, that he's in his Total Recall seat. So right there where Arnold's holding the gun to his head, somebody decides in the theater to start blasting the ceiling. For real.
Oh, shit.
So
Damn.
everybody gets on the floor.
Oh my god.
The movie's still playing in the background. Everybody gets on the floor. Then all of a sudden they stop the movie, and then the cops come running down, or security comes running down, and the guy took off. I don't know where he went, but then they killed the showing, and they gave us tickets to come back the next day.
Probably won't be going back there.
What else could you ask for, Joe?
I did go back the next day, but yeah, I saw.
Because you were the one that was
Recall.
shooting. That's why you were the one shooting at the ceiling.
No, it wasn't me.
I mean,
Wasn't
Learning
me.
all these things about Joe tonight.
Yeah, that was it was a fun night. It was a fun, scary night in the Bronx Whitestone Cinemas, but we made it out, and then I went back the very next day in the same theater, and saw the movie, and then I think I saw it again another time that summer, the summer of '90. But yeah, Total Recall is a great movie. I love the Arnold movies. The only one I really didn't like was The Last Action Hero. Now, if you guys tell me The Last Action Hero was good,
That's a terrible movie.
okay.
I
thank
kind of liked it.
No,
I knew he was gonna say that.
No, you didn't. No,
It was
I
kind
like.
of meta. I liked. I mean, he comes out of the picture, and there's the whole bad guy with the axe and the swinging of the axe, and then they had all those tropes about like how it took them a while to figure out and then they did the 555. He's like, have you ever noticed that all numbers start with 555?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was cute.
It was kind of funny.
Don't trust him. He killed Amadeus with F. Murray Abraham.
What was the name of the? That's funny. What was the name of the theater, Joe?
That I saw Total Recall in?
Yeah.
But the
The Whitestone Multiplex
Yeah.
Cinemas.
Yeah. No, I like True Lies. Like, to me, it's just kind of like the second tier. It's like Eraser in those movies. Like,
Oh no! Don't
Yeah.
do not put it in the same class as
I
Eraser.
don't know. It's the same
No,
class to me, man.
No, it is not. This is a James Cameron
I don't think Eraser is bad, though.
super flick.
I don't
Huh?
think Eraser is bad.
It was not bad, but it was like trying to capitalize off the True Lies, and it just wasn't True Lies. It wasn't as good as True Lies. True Lies was just a great movie. I don't know what you guys saw. True Lies was a great movie, and I'm not budging on that.
All right, hey, I'm sure Jamie Lee Curtis is supporting you right now. She's like, go ahead,
Yeah.
Joe. Go ahead.
She better come dance, right now. I don't care if she's 60.
She was pretty hot in that dance scene. I'll definitely give her that.
Yeah.
No, you know what, Joe? I mean, I liked True
it's-
Lies. It was a fun movie.
It's a good movie. It's just
Yeah.
that the other movies that we mentioned, I feel like, are like kind of
Sure.
like.
And none of you
iconic.
guys even mentioned The Running Man.
Oh, that's another one. That's what I'm just saying,
I'm
Joe.
just saying,
The Running Man.
I'm just saying, Arnold's other movies, those movies are iconic. I don't think
They
True
are
Lies-
iconic. I said
the only thing I'm
outside the
saying.
Terminator films, and I love Commando. That's again, I said that's the movie I've seen the most. Arnold movie I've seen the most. And I love The Running Man. I own every movie I've mentioned. I own them on Blu-ray, with the exception of True Lies, which has not yet been released on Blu-ray.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
but when it is released, supposed to release this year, I will get it to add to my collection. But I have
Cool.
pretty much every Arnold action movie on Blu-ray.
Nice.
So, please, I love old Arnold movies, but I just said True Lies in 1994 was awesome, and Speed was awesome.
Speed was awesome, dude.
I could watch that movie anytime. Anytime it's on TV, I watch it.
Yeah,
If
it's a
if
really,
I skim
really
the
good
channels,
movie.
I watch it.
I've
Um,
never watched Speed.
Really?
Johanna, we're gonna
You
mute
guys,
you now.
you guys have
God.
mentioned a lot of films I haven't seen, but yeah, I haven't seen Speed.
Speed is like, wait. What movies in this list have you not seen?
Probably almost all of
I'm
them.
so embarrassed.
Because these
Predator.
are all like movies you have to see.
Okay, Predator, Total Recall,
Oh my god.
Running
Pretty much
Man,
Arnold movies.
Oh my God.
Commando.
What would Uncle Neil say? What would Uncle Neil say that you haven't? I bet you Uncle Neil's seen these movies.
I know. I'm letting Uncle Neil down, you guys.
Who's Uncle Neil?
Neil deGrasse.
That's Tyson.
Yeah.
That's right. He's your uncle now. That's.
I took a selfie with him. He's my uncle now.
Uncle Neil.
Did you
He's
send
actually
us that
Malik's
selfie?
uncle. No, I can send it though.
You should send us the selfie.
I saw it.
Okay.
Wasn't it on Facebook, right? I
It
saw
was
Yes,
on
yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, believe me, I could do one day. I am going to do a whole podcast dedicated to Arnold because that's so much.
I think that would be cool. I think
Yeah,
he's
and
definitely worth
Sharif,
talking.
you're coming to that one, Sharif. When we do
Oh.
a podcast dedicated to Arnold,
Yeah, absolutely.
you're coming in.
That reminds me. August 15th, the what's it called? Expendables 3 comes out.
I mean,
Yeah. And
yeah, I mean, okay.
I'm psyched to see that. What are you guys nuts?
I'm not
I'm not
really.
I'm not psyched to see it.
Yeah, I'm
Did
not
you
really.
not see
that
the
psyched.
first two?
Yeah, I did. Unfortunately, I
Did
did
you not?
see the first two.
Oh, are you telling me you're not going to go see that movie?
I will see it. I didn't
It's
see.
got
any of them
Harrison
the
Ford in
theater.
it.
Ooh.
Harrison
I think-
Did he break his leg in this movie too?
You know how like Harrison Ford is like one of my all-time favorite like characters. Like he's been like 3 of my favorite characters in cinema.
Yeah, but he's 100 now.
4.
I
That's
mean,
the whole point of the Expendables. Is it's
Harrison
all
Ford
old.
is awesome. There's no doubt about it. But I don't want to see him in the Expendables.
He was
Yeah.
he was Han Solo.
Yeah.
He was
Indiana
Decker
Jones.
from Blade Runner. He was what's that guy's the guy that Ben
Indiana
Affleck
Jones?
plays.
Indiana
Yeah.
Jones, man.
No, yeah, Indiana Jones, but from
Jack Ryan?
Yeah, Jack Ryan.
You said Ben
That
Affleck.
was
guy Ben Affleck, please.
Ben Affleck did.
He did
Harrison
one.
Ford
He
and
did
Ben
one.
Affleck.
Ben Affleck's on my mind because I just posted up Johanna's review of Gone
Gone
Baby.
Girl.
Gone
Gone
Girl.
Girl.
Okay.
See now, you're just confusing
Confusing.
white
Gone
people
Baby
with
Gone,
each other.
Gone Girl.
Yeah.
You saw it already, Johanna?
No, I didn't see the film,
Okay.
but I read the book, and the
Okay.
book was awesome. And I'm
Okay.
really excited for the movie.
Okay. All right, cool.
I want to watch Speed again now, man. That's a really good
Maybe
movie.
we should- wow, I've seen it.
let's
I've
just
seen
stop
that
the
movie a million
podcast
times.
and watch Speed.
Speed is awesome.
It is awesome.
I can try to find it, and I'll watch it too with
It's
you
like
guys.
before we
It's-
all like realized that Keanu Reeves was just terrible.
Speed is when Hollywood realized that actors, or I want to say Keanu, not that Keanu's a great actor, but they can take an actor and turn him into an action hero.
Yes. Yeah,
And
exactly.
That's the point where they figured it out, where guys like Arnold and Sly Stallone and those guys who are just strictly action kind of started to fall by the wayside because they got guys like Keanu Reeves to do action, and then later to be followed by oh god, what's his name? Born Supremacy. Matt Damon.
Yeah,
Yeah, Matt Damon. You get these guys who could do other roles, romantic roles, and then come in and do action films too.
Yeah.
So that's where the decline. I think the decline of the action hero really started because now we don't have any. So that's why Sylvester Stallone could come out with the Expendables film every year because we have no action heroes.
Yeah. Dude,
So
Speed. I'm just thinking of Speed now, like when the bus accelerated and went over that gap, man. Yo, it's an awesome movie.
gotta see it, Johanna.
I like
All
Dennis
right.
Hopper.
Hey Joe,
a
how
lot,
you?
too.
What about Die Hard, man?
Die Hard was great too.
No, but I mean, if
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
gonna
you're
talk
right.
about
Yeah, that's where
actors
they took Bruce Willis. And Die Hard
Yeah.
is actually it was supposed to be the sequel to Commando.
Really?
Die Hard was supposed to be the
That
sequel
doesn't
to
make any
Commando.
sense.
So they changed the name. Arnold turned it down. So
It's based on
They
a book, though, Joe. Die Hard is based on
Lorenzo,
a.
I'm telling you.
Uh,
Lorenzo, I'm telling you.
I did not know
Basi-
this at all. This doesn't sound
You
right.
could Wikipedia it right now. It was Arnold was supposed to be supposed to play John Matrix, the same character that he played in Commando, but he turned it down, and they changed the character's name to John McClane, and Bruce Willis ended up getting the role, and then they turned it into what you saw, the building and all that stuff, the Nakatomi Plaza
The
and
building.
everything. Yes, the building.
Joe, I've looked at it. It's based on a book.
And
All
one
right,
of
we
the
keep
best
reading the
villains.
whole thing.
Hans
I-
Gruber.
All right,
like
go on with your nonsense.
Okay. All right, whatever. That means now he knows I'm right.
Hmm.
Anyway,
I'm looking right now.
Anyway.
It is known.
Anyway, real quick, Johanna, your favorite summer movie?
Movie about summer?
I when I wrote this and I started thinking about it, I said I know somebody's gonna say movie about summer. I
No.
was thinking summer blockbuster, but if you want to
Um,
make it a movie about summer, you
No,
go right ahead.
I can pick from that list because I'm
Not
really
from
excited.
this list. I mean, any list, any summer.
I'm picking from that list because that is the only list that is in my head right now.
Okay. I already know which one you're gonna pick.
Which one? What am I gonna pick?
I think you're either gonna pick. You know what? Maybe not. Maybe you'll pick Forrest Gump. Maybe.
That would have been my second choice.
Oh, Harry Potter, Prisoner of
Of
Azkaban.
course.
Yeah,
And
that's what I was
I'll
gonna say.
explain to you why. First
Okay.
of all, it's my favorite Harry Potter book. It was the best one because it has Sirius Black and it has hippogriffs and other exciting things. And the movie was directed by one of my favorite directors, Alfonso Cuarón. And in my opinion was one of the best directed of the Harry Potter films. It definitely it had that distinct flavor to it that Cuarón brings. I don't know if you guys have watched any of his other films. He did Y tu mamá también, and
Yeah, I did see that.
Mm-hmm.
what's the other one? Children of Men. And there's he did Great Expectations too, and he did an adaptation of A Little Princess, and he's kind of got a certain style. So it kind of has a style, but it's still very Harry Potter. And I feel like when I think of the world of Harry Potter, I think of that world, he captured it perfectly. And I don't know if that's because he's Latino and I am Latino, but yeah. So I love that film.
Nice.
Cool.
Yes.
I see Lorenzo's still reading. So Sharif.
I gotta go with Terminator 2, man.
Oh no, that one. Okay.
I'm saying?
July 3rd, 1990. That's when I went to see it. I remember the day.
1990. I was like 10 years old. I still saw it in the theater somehow. Thank you to the theater at a Willowbrook Mall in
Willowbrook.
Yeah, man, it just had everything. It had, Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was just cool to see him not as the bad guy after you saw the first movie. It was the first movie you saw any kind of CGI stuff with the T-1000 melting into the ground and morphing into stuff. I thought Robert Patrick did an awesome job. It was great to see a strong female, in a Linda Hamilton, which was awesome. I would say that the weakest part was Edward Furlong.
Whiny little.
Which is kind of weird because he's the future of the human race, and he was the most annoying part of the movie. But
John Connor.
yeah, I would say that this movie had the best, maybe not anymore, but for the time and for a while, the best highway chase scene in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, when the truck goes into, what do you call those things in LA?
A flood.
The riverbed or whatever it's called.
Yeah, there's trucks, there's
Yeah.
motorcycles, it's just this movie is awesome and it's extremely violent. Arnold Schwarzenegger is grabbing people to protect him at the mall, to get shot in the back while he's shooting at people. It's just awesome. It's there's literally not many things about this movie that are terrible.
I remember one of the most disturbing violent parts to me because you were 10, but I was 7, and I watched the film.
You guys are making me feel really old. Go.
Is when, the T-1000 is imitating the stepmom, and
Oh,
then she
yeah.
calls out for the stepdad, and like she's on the phone, and then
No,
she
it's
goes,
like-
all you hear is,
Yeah.
and then when she takes the
It's like,
hand,
is that Wolfie? Is that Wolfie in the background?
yeah, and then she like looks at her hand, and it turns into like the blade, and like it's covered in blood, and then she looks at her hand. Oh, I'm changing my vote to that one.
Yeah,
It's
it-
incredible.
it's a great
you know what I'm
movie.
saying? You know what I'm saying? All the way at the end when like my man got the thumbs up when he's going in the lava and shit. I mean, it's great. Everything about it is great.
And you know what? Joe Morton, who was in there, who was head of Cyberdyne Systems, was in Speed. So now you got to watch
Oh
it.
yeah, that's
Anna.
right. Yeah.
All right,
He was in Speed.
even more reason.
So Lorenzo, what about you? What's your favorite summer movie?
This question's
blockbuster.
ridiculous, man. I mean,
Oh,
it's
God.
a
Is that
stupid ass
question
question.
ridiculous to you? Why don't
Why
you
is
just
it
answer
ridiculous?
it?
Star Wars,
Star Wars. Excellent choice.
The
Yeah.
Last Crusade, Batman. I guess
I
those
just-
those three
those three.
would be a good start. Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Summer of
That's a good
'93, Jurassic Park. Yep.
that's a good one.
But both the Batman, the original Batman with Michael Keaton. I was really looking for that movie, and it did not disappoint me one bit.
Oh, it's a great movie.
Summer of '89. Yep.
It's a
And
great movie.
what was and then the one with Joker. The recent one, Dark Knight Returns.
Oh,
That
yeah.
one was great too.
Yeah.
See, I feel like movies back in the day they didn't have big movies in the winter. They were all in the summer. I feel like.
Yeah, they were in the summer. Trying to think.
E.T. E.T. This question is just too stupid, Joe. I don't know what to do with this question.
No, just because you can't make a decision doesn't make it stupid. So you just need to make a decision. Now, if you can't make one, that's fine, but that doesn't make the question stupid because clearly it's not, since you can't come up with an answer.
Yes.
I just came up with multiple ansers.
But you
Pick
can't come
one.
up with a answer.
You gotta pick one, man.
If I had to pick one, I guess I would have to go with Star Wars. I mean, I don't know. That movie like shaped my life. Star Wars.
He patterned his life after Boba Fett.
No, you know what I
I
realized?
can see that.
You know what I realized? What
After
are you
Jar
talking
Jar
about, Johanna and Joe? What I realized the other day, because I told you, Joe, I watched the DVD version of Star Wars, got really mad watching what George Lucas did to it. Don't even get me started on that. But at that point, that was when I realized that all my life I have been trying to get my hair to look like Han Solo's.
That is why you put the hat on, isn't it?
That is why you put the hat on.
Nice.
No,
No,
I'm just saying it was a realization I had like 2 days ago.
Now we know the purpose of the Wegmans hat.
It's
Yeah. It's powerful.
you guys are all stupid.
That's the perfect comeback. You guys are stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, Lorenzo, for me, yeah, it's a tough question. So, for me, since I'm the host, I will skip it. Okay.
What?
is-
You can't do that, Joe. You can't
Cop
ask a
out.
stupid question, defend your stupid question, and then refuse to answer your stupid question. No,
You know what, just to
not
piss,
allowed.
just to piss you guys off. No, I was gonna say True Lies. I'm gonna go with I have to pick something different than you, Lorenzo. I will go with Speed since I watch it so many times. I'm gonna go with Speed.
Okay.
All right.
See, we just talked about how great it was, so nobody can argue about that. Okay.
There's something about Mary.
Something about that's a hilarious movie.
Yeah, that's good.
Loved it. Seen that a million times.
Spider-Man 2 was the best Spider-Man movie. Just so that we all are.
Spider-Man 2 from 2004. Yes.
Yeah, that was the
It was
best
the
of
best
them all.
Spider-Man movie.
I
Doc
think I
Ock.
saw that one. I think
Doc
I
Ock,
did.
man.
Yeah, Doc Ock.
Oh yes,
Alfred
I did
Molina.
see it. I love Alfred Molina.
Yeah, he was really
Alfred
good.
Molina. It was good. That is the best Spider-Man movie they've made.
Why is iRobot on this? iRobot was sacrilege.
I'm so fucking stupid. I think I walked out on it.
I didn't walk out on iRobot. I didn't find iRobot to be bad. I don't
You
know
obviously
what
did not
iRobot
read
is.
iRobot.
I did not read
Yeah,
iRobot. See, I told you books ruin movies, man.
Yeah,
Do not read the book.
yeah, I think you have to go into it just expecting a Will Smith movie. Like, just forget about the book and just it's a Will Smith action movie.
So you know he had to bring in what were the sneakers he was wearing? Converse All Stars or something.
I don't. Why
Supposed
did
to
they
be
call
like-
it iRobot? Like, why didn't they just call it something totally different? Because it had absolutely nothing to do with the book. Nothing.
So that
So
people
neither
like
did
would
World
see-
War Z, but they called it World War Z.
That irritated me too.
Yeah, that World War Z was just that was completely different.
Well, although I have to agree with Sharif about like just kind of taking it as a Will Smith movie because that's what I did with I Am Legend,
Yeah.
and I quite liked I Am Legend. I mean, I
See,
prefer the alternate ending, but
Yeah, I prefer the alternate ending.
yeah.
I didn't like the theatrical version at all.
Mhm.
Look.
What happened to
I mean, this is back when Will Smith was dropping an action movie every year, and they were all the same.
Do you remember the one where he was a superhero and he could like fly? And
Oh, yeah.
Hancock,
Yeah, Hancock. Yeah,
Why was it called Hancock?
that was his name.
that was his name.
12 years old.
Talk about stupid. Look at that.
But I mean, that was his superhero name, Hancock.
He wasn't a superhero. That was just his name.
I think that was just his name.
What do you mean he wasn't a superhero?
I
Didn't he
think
have like a super outfit?
Like,
No,
it
he
wasn't
didn't have
like
a super outfit.
Didn't he take on
He
villains?
got a
and
super
crap?
outfit later.
Yeah, he didn't want to be a superhero.
But he was.
Yeah, but he would do stuff,
And
and
that
then
was his
everybody
name,
would-
Hancock?
Hancock.
Yes, that's his name,
That's
Hancock.
a horrible superhero name.
It wasn't.
It wasn't. Anyway, okay. So, moving on. Okay, so the next question: what is it that you love or hate about the summer? I'll tell you one thing I do hate about the summer, and it's not the weather. It's freaking. I don't know if this happens out in Wisconsin, Sharif, but I mean the kids just got out of freaking school, like June 20, whatever. They just got out of school, and already the freaking back to school sales. I mean. The kids just walked out the freaking door. They just walked out of school, and it's already back to school sales. I go to the store, they already got pen, notebooks,
everywhere, yeah,
book bags. I'm like, the kids just walked out of freaking school. I'm like, God, man, give them a break. And the other thing is, like, you can't buy shorts in the summer. I don't understand this. Why the hell? Why the hell are the winter clothes out already?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, it's still freaking July. And we still got all of August to go. Why is the winter fall clothes already out?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It's for those. It's to get those savvy shoppers, quote
Yeah.
unquote, who are storing ahead for the winter.
It's ridiculous. You
Like
should be able to buy
squirrels.
these things in the summer. So that's one thing I hate about it. It's not the weather or anything because I love the summer, but that kind of stuff I really hate. So we'll start with Sharif.
Yeah. As a bonus note, Vincent Gilligan wrote Hancock. So that's kind of weird.
Gilligan from Gilligan's Island?
No, Vincent Gilligan.
I'm gonna
Oh.
keep
Gilligan's
going,
Island.
and I'm gonna ignore what was just said. I'm going to say, so like one thing I love about the summer is the ice cream truck jingle, yo. I
Mhm.
love hearing a little ice cream truck. Even though I don't really go to the ice cream truck that much, I just like hearing a jingle outside. It just makes you feel good. It makes you think about being a kid, just like hearing it go through, and and like the little Mr. Softy truck and all that stuff. So I really love that part of the summer. One thing I hate about summer, and this is funny because I used to love this. I hate when kids are freaking opening up the fire hydrants, fucking up the water pressure, and then I gotta drive through like a damn hydrant.
Do they still do that? Where?
Yeah,
They
they
do
do.
that
They did that in.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh yes.
No, I mean I used to grow up. We used to do that all the time.
I mean,
No,
they
they
do
still
that in
do
the
it.
Bronx.
Dude, if
Yeah, we did it all the time.
In the
And we-
Bronx, they do it. Yeah.
Yeah, we had to
Just
shave
call-
down
just call
shave
the-
down a
I'm
can
over here.
and use it.
Over here, like on, I don't know, well, anyway, it was like, 20-something street in Brooklyn. And, yeah, I wanted to jump in, man, because it was hot. I mean, that's the thing, though. Like, it's hot. What are you gonna do?
I mean, actually, the kids in East Harlem, for whatever reason, like, use the caps. Like, I haven't seen, like, a full-blown, like, hydrant in my neighborhood. Like, they usually have, like, the perfectly respectable caps on them.
Oh, like a sprinkler cap on it?
Yeah.
I've never
Yeah.
seen that.
I'm telling you,
It's the first time I've seen it.
You use
Yeah.
you use like a coffee can or something.
yeah, that's what I used to use, a coffee can or something like that, and to direct the water. But yeah, I didn't think kids did that anymore. Well, again, I guess I haven't traveled through those streets in a while, but I just I didn't think kids did that anymore. I didn't think the the what do you call it, the Department of Water and Power will let kids do that anymore.
No, they still do it.
Yeah?
How are you
Yeah.
gonna stop them?
Yeah, I mean it's not
Uh,
allowed. It's just kids just do it.
Yeah. You can't get to every hydrant.
Yeah, I guess so. Cool. And Lorenzo, what about you?
Let's see. What are some of my favorite things about summer? It's
Love
funny
or hate about summer.
because when you said love hate, like it made me think of my kid, and because he goes away for the summer,
Right.
Oh
and
my god.
it sucks that he's gone, but at the same time, like I can just do whatever the hell I want, so it's a love hate thing,
Oh, yeah.
like freedom, and then just sucks because when you know how it is. You guys have, well, Sharif, you don't have any kids, do you?
Nope.
Yeah, but you other guys know. Like, you can't wait to get rid of them, and then once they're gone, you're like, oh, where's my kid? Sucks.
No, yeah, no. You're right about that.
Kids are stupid.
That's why we did a whole show about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the subway during the summer sucks because
Oh.
people just smell bad. Like everybody just smells bad. That's my biggest beef with people in general, is that they smell bad. Like, but during the summer it just gets worse. It's also bad during the winter too, because everybody's all dressed up in their winter gear and it's all hot.
Yeah.
And then you go into the train and you got to smell people around you. So smells. You know that smell that is in summer? Like, I don't know what it is, but it's like the soury. To me it's like the smell of summer. It's like the soury smell that comes with summer. It's sort of like decomposition and like green. It smells like
Is this
like
only in Brooklyn or?
like
It's like hot
photosynthesis.
garbage, man. That's what it is.
Yeah, it smells like. I was about to say that it's hot garbage because
It's
that's
hot
what.
garbage, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think that's what it is because you smell it like in like where there's greenery stuff. I'm pretty sure it's the freaking grass like giving off
Like
BO.
manure? Is
I
it
think
like when
just like people
when they
just
fertilize it?
like people give off like stink. I think when the trees and crap have gotten too much photosynthesis, I think they're sweating some smelly stuff too.
Mm.
So yeah, so in general, the smell of summer, I can't stand it. I remember when I was a kid, the thing that really irritated me, kind of along the same lines as Joe, was when people would be like, "Oh, you ready for school to start?" Fuck no, I'm not ready for school to start. What kind of stupid ass question is that? Get out of my face, I'd wanted to say. But this was like my Tia Lupe asking me that.
Oh
And
yeah.
my Uncle Johnny, or grown-ups. But yeah, I mean, that would really upset me. I mean, not really upset me, but it was just like it would bring me down, because I'm just trying to make the most of my summer, and people are like, "Oh, you ready to go back to school?" Who's ready to go back to school? Johanna, I bet you were ready to go back to school, weren't you?
Yes.
I knew it.
You're like, school closed the door on June 26th. I can't wait to come back.
I loved school. I'm sorry.
Can I go to summer school, please?
I did. I went to summer school for 2 summers.
Man,
It was. I don't think you went to summer school because you failed.
no, man, I love
No.
the summer. I love
You know
not
what?
being in
I
school.
actually like summer school, and because I mean I think I would have done better in school if it was more like summer school, because summer school they just kind of condense everything, and it goes really fast, and you're there for like
Well,
a
they
certain
can
amount of time,
condense
and
it
then you're
because it's
done.
like the second time you've heard it.
I feel like that would be more difficult though. Like if you're
For
getting
me, it would be better. Like I do better just like get it, just give it
Just
to me all
cramming it.
now. Go fast, because I don't want to it's not like I'm gonna remember this shit anyway. So just give it to me quick.
That's right.
Um,
That's the way to look at it.
Yeah, I don't know, like summer clothing. I like I like summer clothing. Uh,
All right, well
'Cause, I mean,
let's give Johanna a shot.
oh, I thought Johanna went already.
Oh, did she?
Yeah,
And you-
Out of order.
She
Did you
said-
speak so
No,
long that I totally forgot that she
Yeah.
went?
she said summer school.
Oh my god.
No, but then there's the free pools in New York City. Do you guys go to the pools? I bet you Joe does not go to the pool. I bet you
I do
Johanna
go to the
doesn't go to the
pool.
pool.
I
And
don't
then
go to the
I
pool
don't
in
think
the
Sharif
city.
even lives in the city.
I
I-
keep meaning to go
you
to
guys-
the pool, but I'm scared.
No,
I go to
I
pools in Westchester, Lorenzo.
No, I used to go to a pool in Harlem, man, at a Marcus Garvey Park, man.
Oh yeah, is it a good pool?
Is it a good pool?
It's there, and I took advantage of it. So it's okay. I mean, it's a public pool in New York. I mean, what do you expect?
I'm scared. That's why I haven't gone to one. I have like 5 pools around me where I live.
Yeah,
I just haven't.
it's,
Oh, you know what else I
it's
don't like about
experience.
summer is
I would say
tourists.
go to a YMCA and go inside. That's what.
All right.
Like, get the tourists. Like same thing I don't like about Christmas is tourists. Get out of my
Oh.
way. Just get out of my way and don't ask me any questions.
Okay, can I talk now? Because that's
Okay,
one of mine.
can we let's give Johanna a shot,
I
Lorenzo.
thought she already went.
No, she didn't go.
Oh.
She didn't go at all, man.
You spoke on her behalf.
And you didn't
Summer
even mention.
school. I love summer school.
Okay. So I love so much about the summer. I think the summer is the only bearable season in New York City. I don't like New York otherwise. I like it in the summer. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Hot
do
ass
it.
summer, humid ass summer. That's your favorite time.
You know what? Like, after I had my kid, I was just like, before that I used to be shy about my body. And after I had my kid, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to wear tank tops and shorts as much as I want. I don't give a shit anymore.
Nice.
And ever since then, I have loved the summer because I'm cool all the time. And if
But
I'm
look,
not,
you're the one sitting out on the porch right now. The rest of us are inside.
and that's my next favorite thing. My next favorite thing is eating outside, doing stuff outside, drinking outside. Like right now, I'm out on a porch recording this podcast. I wish I were drinking, but I'm not. So it's just being outside. I've spent time with my family. That's another thing, spending time with my family. I usually end up seeing my brothers and my family in the summer. And we went up to Massachusetts, and like we had a pig roast, and a fire pit was going, and everything was outside. So I like that. I like ice cream in the summer. Although I'm not going to lie, I also eat ice cream in the winter. So there you go. Things I don't like, which is what Lorenzo was about to say when he stole my turn, is I don't like the fact that it's summer season, which means that there's lines for everything. And there's, everything, there's a line. There's crowds of people everywhere. I'm taking my kid to Sesame Place tomorrow. I know it's going to be mobbed because it's July. I don't like that. Also, that's really one of the reasons I don't like New York City. So.
Sesame Place is in New York.
It's not in New York.
PA.
It's in
You're going to,
Pennsylvania.
yeah, okay, all right. That's what you told me that, and I just got confused because then we started talking about Hershey's.
You mean Hershey Park?
And that's also in Pennsylvania.
It's Hershey's.
Yes.
No, her brother lives in Hershey.
Yeah.
Hershey,
So
Pennsylvania.
yeah, and I recommended that you go to Hershey Park someday because it's really nice and very clean and nicely laid out.
I've
I
been
like
there
it.
before, but I was like, 10 or
Yes, yes. Let's rehash this conversation that we had earlier.
I'm gonna have to pump the brakes on that. All right. So, Johanna, did you have anything else?
No, I like going to the beach. There's so many things I like about the summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna stick with you, Johanna.
Okay.
So Lorenzo doesn't steal your thunder.
Mhm.
What are some songs that remind you of the summer? Songs.
Songs.
Like you hear a song, boom, you think, oh, that's the summer of whatever, 1998. You know, whatever. You know, you hear the song and it just comes to you.
Joe, I have a confession to make.
Uh oh.
The song that reminds you of the summer is the song with Ricky Martin and Jennifer Lopez.
Oh my
And
God.
listen,
You know, you don't actually have to make this confession. You can stop yourself.
Yeah,
at
where
any
is this
time.
going? What?
it's like this song called Adrenalina. And it's really
Yeah, I had to. That's not too old though. That's like
I
last
know,
summer.
I'm saying that's the song for this summer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, I did watch that music video, by the way, just so I could bug my wife and say, because she loves Ricky Martin. I'm like, and she hates Jennifer Lopez. I'm like, look what Ricky did. He made a song with Jennifer.
I'm
Just
so
sticking on her
embarrassed.
nerves.
But
No, it's all good.
What
the
about?
other
Is
day
there a
at
song
work,
that you do like that, maybe "Waiting for Tonight" reminds you of
no, there's no other
1999?
there's no other Jennifer Lopez songs. No, let's not talk about that. I'm trying to think. It's so weird. I have so many vivid summer memories, and I can't remember any. Well, there was one summer that I listened to Fiona Apple a lot. Oh, and
It must have been an angry summer.
yes, and I listened to Magical Mystery Tour. I had 2 tapes because this was during the time of tapes. I had Fiona Apple and I had the Magical Mystery Tour, and I listened to those all the time.
For
Yeah,
our
no,
younger viewers, a tape is reel to reel, encased in a plastic coating. I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but it didn't spin. There's no MP3s.
Also, if any of our audience members or any of you have a tape player they would like to lend me, I would really appreciate it because someone sent me a mixtape on a tape,
Nice.
and I have no way of playing it.
I have one still. I have 2 actually.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Send me one! No.
Well, one is my car, so
Send me your car. Easy as that.
a brand new car.
Just to play my tape. How'd you end up with a tape player in your car?
My car is like a 2002 Civic, so that was like the last couple of models that they had. You could get a cassette player. I requested one because I have so many mixtapes that I used to make back in the day that I still wanted to listen to. So
Yeah, I keep forgetting that. I mean, it was fairly recently that there were still tapes, like tape players in cars. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, we just totally skipped over. I mean, the CD players lasted a while, but now we're in the age of MP3s now,
yeah.
and so, which is pretty much better. So, Sharif,
So
what songs remind you of summer?
man, I got 3 songs that really remind me of summer. First one is 1994, "Flavor in Your Ear," Craig Mack.
All right, Craig Mack.
Just one of the dopest beats. Like you would hear the beat everywhere, even if you didn't hear the song. The beat was.
So
like,
the original cut or the remix?
Now both dropped in the summer. That's what was dope about it.
Yeah.
Like the song was so hot that the remix dropped like maybe a month or 2 after with Biggie and Rampage, LL.
They pretty much took Craig Mack out of the song.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No one remembers his verse in that song. No one. Yeah. So 1997, "Put Your Hands Where Your Eyes Can See," Busta Rhymes.
Okay, Busta Rhymes. Right.
Song was all over the place. Incredible video. That's back when the videos were like so crazy and ridiculous that you actually wanted to see them. And they weren't like now, just a bunch of girls dancing, whatever. Like "Put Your Hands Where Your Eyes Can See" was incredible. And 2001, "Ace to the Izzo," Jay-Z.
Okay.
That song just got the nice like Jackson 5 sample, nice kind of summery sound to it. I mean, like these were the songs that you would just hear every car playing through the whole summer. Even if you didn't want to hear it, you were forced to hear it if you walked around like Jersey, New York. It was mandatory. So yeah, those like 3 songs, like they really made me think of summer.
All right, Lorenzo.
I dropped out for a second. Did somebody say summertime?
Summer song? No, nobody said "Summertime" by Will Smith yet.
Yeah.
That is one of my I like that song a lot. Last year they had Blurred Lines. I don't know that's.
Oh yes,
Blurred
yes,
Lines.
that
Yeah.
song reminds me of last summer. Yes, as
But,
rapey as it is.
As
what?
rapey as it
Is
is.
it?
Screw
I
that
didn't-
song.
Yeah, seriously, it is kind of a rapey song.
It's very rapey.
Yeah.
Like Jamie Lannister type rapey, or
Oh, God.
Oh,
Like incest type, right?
like, are we talking twincest rape, or are we talking just being like a creepy ass douchebag trying to like drug women or whatever he's trying to do?
yeah.
Yeah. That was the summer song of last summer, though.
Yeah, it was.
It does unfortunately remind me of also ASAP Rocky, fucking problems. That was a big one.
Do you know the funny thing about that song is I remember back in the day when you had a song that had a lot of curse words in the hook, you would record a new version for the radio edit. Like you wouldn't just take out like I like bad, that's a problem. Like you say something different for the if
Like,
you
I love
Yeah, all they
Mad
do is like
Ladies.
what do you call it? They like blur it out or whatever. What do you
Yeah.
like they just
They just take it out, yeah.
yeah, they just scratch over it or whatever
Yeah,
you want to call it.
Yeah, like just record a new version, yo. Like if it's curses in the hook, like that song has like 4 curse words in the hook. Like it's crazy. You know what I mean?
It does.
So Lorenzo, you gonna go with "Summertime"? He's like frozen.
I mean that is like the quintessential summer song.
Yeah,
It was like too obvious. So I don't want to say it.
yeah. Was that summer 1990? Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Summertime?
Summertime.
For me, a song that I always hear that reminds me of summer, that's gonna show my age, is "The Show" by Dougie Fresh.
Nice.
Slick Rick. The Show. I hear that song. It reminds me of the summer of '85. Yeah, it takes me right back.
Yeah, great song.
Yep.
MC Ricky D.
Yep. Reminds me of the summer. Takes me right back to that summer of 1985. And my friend actually bought a pair of Bally's.
Nice.
What are Bally's?
They were shoes.
Yeah, shoes.
Well, I got that, but the brand was Bally?
Yeah, the brand was Bally's. Yeah.
Oh.
And a friend of mine actually went and bought a pair of Bally's. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that always reminds me of summer. And every time I hear it,
That's a great song.
I think we lost Lorenzo.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I think the summer was too hot for him.
It was too hot. Too hot. All right, so... Oh, here he comes back. All right, Lorenzo, you seem to be dropping in and off, so let's go to the last topic.
Hold on, what? You're not gonna let me do my-
That's how long you were gone. Oh,
No, I know. I'm going through all this. I'm going through drama. I'm going through problems over here. I got the internet working against me. I got Skynet trying to like shut me down, and you are just gonna skip me?
I didn't skip you. You said Will Smith, "Summertime."
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did you not say that?
No, I did.
Oh, okay. But we
But
will
I got
start with
other
you
ones.
for
I
this
got
one.
other ones too.
All right, let's hear your other ones, Lorenzo. What you got?
Well, okay. I just Paper Planes. I mean,
Okay.
that's a
Yeah.
song.
Okay.
Like, we were jamming out to that for like that whole summer.
I do like that song.
Yeah, that's a cool song.
All right, I'm done.
Nice.
All right, we're gonna end this podcast with your favorite summer vacations, and I'm hoping you have a Griswold family vacation experience in there somewhere. I'm hoping for. And you all know what I mean by Griswold vacation, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Wally World.
Good. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So, Lorenzo, we'll start with you.
Okay.
What's your favorite summer vacation?
My favorite summer vacation. When I was a kid, we used to go on the road trips. Where like everybody would just get in the car, and then we would go to places. Now, I have trouble remembering where we actually went to, but I did kind of enjoy that. I miss that experience now. You know how when you're a kid you hate things? You know what I mean? You like you don't realize like that it's special. Like your daughter will probably look back on watching what's the
Earth
name of
Echo.
that? Yeah, Earth Echo.
Covering her face.
She'll probably look back on that fondly, you know. But at the time, she was like, "This is stupid." So like, I kind of felt that way about our family trips. We would all hop in the car and then we would drive for like three days. And again, I don't even remember where we were going. I guess we were going to Texas from like DC. So we were passing by all these like, and then you get to see the world for the longest time, for like years and years. For like even to today, we still joke about we stopped at this gasoline station, and it was in Kentucky or Tennessee or somewhere like that, and this couple, the guy says to his wife or whatever, honey, I want you to get all dressed up. Tonight's special. We're going to Pizza Hut, and that was just the funniest thing. I guess it's not funny anymore.
It's funny.
No, it's still funny, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Also when I was, I don't know if you really call it a Griswold family vacation moment, but when I was a kid, we were at a hotel room, and it was one of the hotels where there's no like you don't go into the building and enter into your hotel room from like a hallway. Instead, you go into your room from outside. Like
Sounds like a motel.
Yeah, like a motel. And I was on the second story and asked my parents if I could go outside, and I guess they thought I meant like just go out and stay on the patio terrace thing that goes around the motel, whatever that thing is. But I went downstairs and I went over to the swimming pool, and they had ducks in the swimming pool for some reason I do not know, and they were fake ducks. I know this now that they were fake ducks. At the time, I didn't know if they were real or fake, and so I went and I leaned over and I was like trying to get a better look to see if they were real, and then I fell into the pool, and I didn't know how to swim, so I started drowning, and like I was, it was pretty bad. Like I would fall and I would go under the water, I'd look up, I'd go under the water, and at one point, like I go under the water, and I'm telling you, I saw myself lying dead on the bottom of the pool, and I was like, ah! And then I started, paddling harder, and then my mom, she came out looking for me, and she found me, and she ran over and she pulled me out of the water, and then my dad beat my ass. I'm like, I just died. I just went through like this traumatic experience, and you're gonna beat my ass.
That's because when parents are glad that you're okay, they want to
beat your ass.
Yeah.
Parenting ain't like it used to be, man. It ain't what it was before.
No. All right, Johanna, any experience for you? What was your favorite summer vacation?
I have a few favorites, but I thought the most notable and Griswoldish is I think I was 15, and basically my entire family went to Puerto Rico. So like my mom, my grandma, my uncle, me, my younger brother, and then like there's one great aunt that we were really close to, and like all of her kids, like everybody just went to Puerto Rico for 2 weeks. And we rented like one van, so it's like all of these like loud ass Puerto Ricans in one van being super loud and dramatic and arguing with each other and listening to Willy Colon and like listening to Maná and like all these other groups and singing along to like every single song. And we did like all of the like tourist sites. Like we went to like Arecibo, which is like the satellite, and we did like all of San Juan. We did El Morro, which is a fort. All of San Juan is like this colonial place, and
Did you go to El Yunque? Did you go to the rainforest?
We did go to El Yunque, yes.
Did you go to oh my God, what's the The fluorescent water.
I still haven't done that, and I really want to because apparently some of those phosphorescent bays are like dying out.
Yeah. Oh my God, I just had the name on the tip of my tongue, but go ahead.
So there were a couple of Griswold, I guess they were Griswoldy moments. One was like my uncle had gone to like this nightclub in a hotel, like the night before we were gonna do this really big trip. And he met this girl, and this girl was some little like porqueria town, like just thrown out somewhere. And so we were like just driving around. We started just driving around like the perimeter of the island. It's not a very big island. And like we were somehow someplace that was like maybe 2 hours from where she lived or something. And he's like, I have to go see her. So we drove like the 2 hours to go see her. I don't think he actually ended up hanging out with her. It like got really dark, and we had to like go around the rest of the island to get back. Like where we were staying is the south. That's where my family is from. So like I don't know if it was the only way. Like we ended up like in this random field in like the absolute dark. We had to circle back, and then we ended up having to go up this extremely narrow, twisty road up like a mountain, and it was like actually kind of terrifying because there's like 12 people in the van, and like you think you're gonna like fall off, but like my family's kind of hardcore and kind of just like well, we just got to do this. Like, there's no other way to do it. Like, we're not going to turn back. So we just went up. And then on the way down was the most beautiful view of the ocean and, like, the stars twinkling and, like, just this unobstructed view because you were on this dangerous-ass road that had no railing or anything. And it was, like, really, really beautiful. But also kind of, like, scary, and my uncle had wanted to go to this one place, and finally we went to that one place, and his camera got stolen from the car.
Oh no.
That was funny.
It was like a one-shot camera?
Like,
maybe it was the same uncle with the girl. Was it the girl that took it?
Was it the girl?
It was the girl.
Yeah, she was like, "Come over here, baby, I want that camera."
But she stole his one-shot, man.
It was like a crazy expensive camera, and he was just like, it was some random white lighthouse. He's like, I have to go to the lighthouse, and we ended up going, and his camera got stolen.
So my cousin came here for during summertime, I think, and he brought one of those disposable cameras. I haven't seen those in a long time. That's the end of that story.
That's like quick. All my mother uses to this day is disposable one-shots. Like she just refuses to use anything else.
No. Okay, I think I've only used a disposable camera like once. I gotta have a camera.
How's your camera working out, Joe? The T3i. I'm thinking about going ahead and getting one.
I'm good. I want to buy another lens. I'm gonna buy another lens before I go to Universal.
I told you you were gonna.
I have two lenses already, but I need an all-purpose lens. I need something that goes 18 to 200 or 18 to 250.
Right.
So, anyway, Sharif.
Yeah.
Favorite summer vacation.
So I didn't go on a lot of vacations when I was younger. Like we never left the state for a vacation. So I'm kind of jealous of y'all going all over the place. But my favorite was actually one that we would go on every year. When I was in the YMCA, which I did every summer, every year we would go to Coney Island, Astroland, in Brooklyn. And, this is back when it, not like it is now. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on down there. Like condos and whatever. But, like, this is back when it wasn't in its prime. It was still on the decline from its, like, kind of World War II, like when it was, like, the top park in the country. But, like you still had the main things like the Wonder Wheel and Cyclone and like all that stuff, but like the Astroland part, which is kind of like the space theme part, like you had like the Gravitron, like the sort of anti-gravity thing. You go in and like stick to the wall, and like you had like the Tilt-A-Whirl and the teacups, and you could get all your cotton candy and popcorn and stuff. So I used to love going there, and I used to love the fact that it was also right next to the aquarium. So it was like two trips in one. Like we would, like it was like literally right across the street from the aquarium, you know. So like you would go to the aquarium and then you know go and then just like go to Coney Island. And like my main memory is when I was tall enough to go on the Cyclone because like they had like this little thing like you gotta be this tall to ride the Cyclone. And when I was first going, I was a short kid, so I couldn't go on it when like a lot of my friends could. I go. And the first time I like went on it, I was so excited. I felt really grown up. I went on it. I was like, all right, let's go. And I proceeded to vomit
Vomit.
while on the Cyclone.
Was
Now,
the
I
ride
don't-
over at least,
On
or
the
did you vomit
Cyclone.
during
oh,
the
this
ride?
was during the ride, so I got a nice
Oh.
physics lesson on
Oh.
fluid dynamics in a moving.
Did the vomit go back into your mouth or something, or?
Try my shirt, my body, other people's bodies that were, yeah, it was disgusting. And I still don't like roller coasters to this day. Not necessarily just because of that, but because I don't know. I don't understand why people like their stomach going up into their like head. I don't understand what's fun about that.
Have you been on the Cyclone since?
Yes.
You don't like the Cyclone? It's
I-
like my favorite roller coaster. for
I
some
don't.
reason.
I don't like roller coasters that I don't like old school kind of roller coasters with the big drop that focus on like momentum to go through. I like the like newer ones that kind of push you through and have all the loops and like that kind of stuff.
Right.
I think those are cool because it kind of I don't know, it feels more like you're flying almost. Like the like old ones like those I just can't do those big drops, man. I don't know. It just messes me up.
Yeah, it does make you feel like your body was I don't even know how to describe it. It's like your body ended up at the top and then everything else is at the bottom or something. Or your stomach
You had
or-
some that combined the two, like in Six Flags they used to have the Great American Scream Machine, which had
Yeah.
like a 9 or 10-story drop, and then had 7 loops.
Yeah, and I didn't go on that.
That was
But-
like
That
my
sounds
first real roller
terrifying.
coaster, because I was terrified of roller coasters for a long time
Yeah,
before I actually got on.
and I'm not like I'll go on them if I'm with a group of friends and they all want to go, I'll do it. But I'm not like, wow, I really need to go on this roller coaster to have a good time. I'm like, no, I'm good, you know. But yeah, I just have really fond memories of Coney Island and Asherland. I mean, like that was the spot. Like we look forward to going there every summer, and like literally every summer from probably first to eighth grade. Like our YMCA class would go. So yeah, it was good stuff.
Cool. Yeah, and for me, real quick, I think probably my favorite summer vacation was when I was a kid. I spent a whole month, like Johanna, I spent a whole month in Puerto Rico with friends.
Awesome.
And but my Spanish isn't that great, and they played like tons of jokes on me while I was out there. Tons of jokes. I had an experience where I went to Johanna, you know how they have the stores in the houses
Oh yeah.
over there, right? So
Yeah,
I went to the store, and I went to get I wanted to buy grape soda, and I didn't know how to say it in Spanish, right? So the woman brought me out everything in the store. She was like, I said, I'm telling her I want grape soda. She brought me a Hawaiian Punch. I was like, no. Then she brought me like a Coke. I'm like, no. Then she brought me like something else. I'm like, no. Then she finally brought the I never forget the name brand. It was an Old Colony grape soda. She brought it out. And I said, yes, that's it. And then she said, Uva. I'm like,
Uva.
oh, okay, all right, I got it. So the rest of the month I'm here. That's what we got it. So it was a lot of adventures like that, where I'm trying to get my point across. And actually, like, I was picking up stuff. Unfortunately had to leave, but my friends sent me to the store, asked for stuff that didn't exist,
Oh man.
right? That kind of stuff.
That's not
Terrible.
cool, man.
It was a lot of fun. It was cool, but it was fun. We used to like pull jokes on each other all the time, and that's how they used to get me. But yeah, it was a good time, and did the whole tourist type stuff in. And it's funny when Johanna said the bus. The people I was staying with had those old Volkswagen buses that you see like surfers have, like that.
Yeah.
It was like a bus, like
Put on like a
Volkswagen
Woody,
bus. Huh?
a Woody.
Yeah, it didn't have the wood paneling though, but yeah, it was similar to that. But yeah, that was a great summer.
Nice.
But yeah, I think that's gonna we didn't meet the goal, but of an hour. But anyway,
You jinxed it.
I know.
I'm cutting it down, Joe.
I'm sure.
We're gonna slice and dice, baby.
I can tell you which parts to cut too, Lorenzo. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. But before we go out, Sharif, why don't you plug Operation Cubicle?
Sure. So I have a podcast, Operation Cubicle, talking about work life from a Black geeky perspective. You can check it out, operationcubicle.net, at Operation Cube on Twitter. We're on Facebook, Google+, iTunes, Stitcher, Podomatic. Just search for Operation Cubicle. And you can get that. You could also check out my science blog at sciencelooksgood.com or sharifjackson.com, and the hashtag ScienceLooksGood on Twitter. Yeah, so check it out.
Sharif, what are you what's coming up this week as far as like your science blog? I mean, your science. Yeah.
So for the science blog, there's a lot of great coverage because it's like the 45th anniversary of the moon landing. So there's a lot of good stuff kind of coming out of that in terms of like photos, and I think Neil Armstrong just released. I mean, Buzz Aldrin, just like released a new book. So I'm kind of going through that and like picking out some interesting parts of that book to blog about. And it's also the 15th anniversary of the Chandra X-ray Observatory, which has brought us like a lot of like images of supernovas and stars far away. So pretty much the rest of the week is like going to be looking at that stuff, and like I've also been live tweeting the show Extant on CBS, and like I've been picking out kind of a scientific thing from there and kind of expanding on the idea, because the show honestly is not that good.
I was just getting ready to ask you if you liked it.
Yeah, me too.
I've been watching it.
It's okay. It's just that like Holly Berry and her husband have no chemistry. Like no one has chemistry in that show is the problem.
Can I ask you something, Sharif? I was talking to Malik about this. I'm like, Halle Berry seems like the go-to actress when you want to pair up a black woman with a white dude. That's what it seems like to me.
Yeah, I think
done it like quite a few times.
Yeah, ever since Monsters Ball, I think she definitely is that. Yeah.
And Zoe Saldana's done it a few times as well, but it seems like those two. If you have a white male lead, you want to pair him up with a person of color, a woman of color, it's Halle Berry or Zoe Saldana.
Wasn't she in that one? Was it Sharkfish or?
Oh,
Swordfish.
Swordfish. Yeah.
It's Sharkfish.
Sharknado fish.
Sharknado fish. Yeah, no, I hope it gets better though. But right now, 3 episodes in, it's not a high quality show.
No, I thought it'd be better.
Yeah, and like in the era of television that's around now, where the shows are like really bringing it, like this just doesn't bring it. So I don't know. Like we'll see.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna keep watching. I just wanna, I'm hoping something happens with the storyline, the pregnancy and everything that's going on there. So I hope there's aliens involved, and I hope they come soon. It seems like there is, and I hope they come soon.
Yeah. Precisely.
All right, cool. So, Johanna, can you plug our all our media outlets?
Sure. The agentsofhelm.com website is the nerve center for the podcast, for everything. You can find original content, our RSS feed. You can find some raw video of our YouTube Hangouts or Hangout YouTubes. And you can also find links to our social media outlets, and I will give you the names of those right now. They're all called Agents of Helm, no spaces, no periods. And you can find us on Facebook, Tumblr, Pinterest, and Twitter. My Twitter handle is InkyOctopus. And Joe, what is your Twitter handle?
Jam9270.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to give you Lorenzo's because Lorenzo doesn't know his own.
Yes.
It's Renzo, threes instead of E's, zeros instead of O's. And Sharif, what?
What is his name? Renzo with like threes?
With threes instead of threes. Oh, threes instead of E's.
Okay.
And zeros instead of O's. Why do I know that, Lorenzo, and you don't? Is a total mystery to me.
Complicated. That's super good.
It's your fucking name.
You got him all confused. Sharif
like
looks dumbfounded.
Yeah, that's like a name I'd expect to see from some like racist Xbox Live like Call of Duty player.
That is his
That's
Xbox
me. That's
Live
me.
code.
Yeah, that's totally like some like 12-year-old kid
Well, why
I killed you and you're
does
gay.
Why is Renzo racist? I don't understand.
What the three?
You hear Renzo, you think racist?
No. It's not the name is racist. It just looks like the format of names that like these like really young kids make.
What's
And
your
they're all racist on
Xbox tag, Sharif?
My Xbox tag is I hate R33NZ0. Xbox Live.
Sharif, would you like to share your Twitter handle?
Oh yeah. So at Sharif Jackson. So S as in Sam, HAREF Jackson. But I'm gonna register I hate R33NZ by the end of this show. So.
But I think you offer a very good example of a simple Twitter name that you can remember.
I forgot it. What is it?
Lorenzo, you know what you should change your Twitter handle to Double Hands.
Yeah, double hit.
At Double Hands.
Doublehands.com. We're changing everything, Joe. We are now doublehands.com.
Tomorrow we'll wake up and we'll be double hands.
It's the
That'll
Double
be the name
Hands
of the
podcast. Welcome
You
to
can
the
find us at
Double Hands
at Facebook.doublehands. You can find us at doublehands.com. Just
Double hands.
Our podcast. Just type in Double Hands Podcast. Pop right up.
Double hands. I like it.
I think we're going to change it now. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining the Double Hands podcast, formerly known as Agents of Helm. Good night. Tune in next week. Have a great week. Take care. Later.
Bye.
Later. Okay.